Good evening, everyone. I'm RJ, coming to you again with another edition of the Walk Around Table. Excited to be here, blessed to be here with my family, my brothers, and my dad. Everyone, go around and introduce yourself.
That was such a subdued.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
Like you selling tickets for the late night jazz show or something. Hey, sometimes you can't come in all loud. Sometimes you got to come in smooth like peanut butter,
all
right?
right, smooth jams. Go
I
ahead, go
like
ahead.
Smooth.
Barry White. Okay, I'm Jeff Walker Sr., Papa J.
Jeffrey Jr., Bobby.
And I'm Justin, the youngest. As usual, we have Book, Bear, and Scoosh. Bear, what do we have on the docket for tonight? So the topic is one gotta go. So we're creating one gotta go scenarios where we take four people or four options and debate why one option should be gone. So I can start us off with
Oh, yeah.
uh something something that I think will get the debate going a little bit. So my one gotta go is you have four choices here. Martin, Fresh Prince, Jamie Foxx show, Bernie Mac show. One gotta go.
Ooh.
Which one is it?
Yee.
I already got my answer because I know which one I already. Can I go first? I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
So as much as I love the Bernie Mac show, that was the one. See, and I like them all. Probably well, let me take that back. I think in order, Martin was my favorite show of all time. Like
Hmm.
my favorite. And the Fresh Prince was like real close to Martin. It went back and forth, but I think as I got older, Martin became my favorite. And the Will Smith and Martin were real close, but there's like one and one A. And then Jamie Foxx was like the third show that was like right there. And I watched all of those episodes. And then when Bernie Mac came on later, because you remember Bernie Mac came on TV, his show came on TV, I think maybe a full 10 or 12 years after Martin and Fresh Prince. Right. So Martin and Fresh Prince was like a whole different era of the era before. Um, and so Martin Fresh Prince, and then Jamie Foxx was in that era as well. And then Jamie Foxx, it just was just pure laughter the entire way through. Will Smith was just it was a mix of drama and laughter and a good balance of just everything. And seeing a black family that was rich in a different perspective because you didn't really see that. And culturally, it gave you goals. And then Martin was just the everyday Midwest struggle, the brother with the small apartment who think he tough. He has the beautiful wife and all of the funny friends. And, I mean, he actually reminds me of somebody in the family, but we'll talk about that later. There's one particular brother, you know.
No, a character in there reminds you of him.
Oh,
Hustle, man.
it's a couple of brothers in there. Martin reminds me of somebody in
My
our
man,
family, and
hustle man.
Tommy Smalls. Yeah, Tommy and Hustle. It's a couple of brothers in our family. Yeah, you hustle man, brother. Like, yeah, it's a couple of So it's. I think Martin was so relatable because I'm like, man, these are my cousins. This is my uncle. Like these are my uncles. This is my brother. Like, this is my other brother. Like it's you have elements of that. This is my
So
grandpa.
who you kicking out though?
Yeah. So, but anyway, I mean, I'm sitting there talking, but the Bernie Mac show is going to be the one that I'll have to kick out. But those three, Martin, Fresh Prince, and Jamie Foxx, are just. I still watch all three of them today on BET. Still. So,
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, anybody got a different answer?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what you got, dude?
I can relate to Bernie Mac because he's in my kind of age group there. So Bernie Mac sticks around. The Fresh Prince got to go.
Oh,
Uh,
Fresh
he
Prince.
got to go.
ooh.
Looking at the Fresh Prince, mm, it ain't too realistic to me. you know, because if I was in the Fresh Prince's shoes and I had to go from Philly where was he in
The
LA?
Bel
Bel Air.
Bel Air.
Bel Air?
Yeah.
I would go to Bel Air and wouldn't think twice about it, but the brother didn't want to go. I'm like, holy cow, I'm going to Bel Air
Mhm.
and enjoy it. It was a struggle for him in Bel Air. He just couldn't adapt, but it was kind of unrealistic for me. Jamie Foxx, pure comedy, just pure comedy, made you laugh all the time. Brother was struggling, and looking at his show, he started working at a hotel with his aunt and his uncle. You know, I can see that scenario, you
Yeah.
know. What was the other show?
Martin.
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 Martin's totally relatable. I mean, Martin is totally relatable.
That show
And
alone.
that show took part in where Detroit, I think. He was in
Detroit.
Detroit
Right.
and similar to Milwaukee, cold all the time, dreary all the time, in a apartment building where your neighbors are just crazy, and there's that Shanae character in there that we have a relative that reminds me of her too. And everybody else in there kind of gives me some sort of a relatable relative in that show. So in my opinion, Fresh Prince got to go. All the rest of them I can relate to. So I'm like, but I know you young brothers.
No, I wouldn't kick out Fresh Prince. That was one of my favorites growing up. And
I
and
know.
and the new one that came out, the more dramatic one is great too to me.
Hmm.
So
Mm,
that's towards the top of my list. I love Martin. Couldn't kick that one out ever. I was going back and forth between the Jamie Foxx show and the Bernie Mac show, but then I started thinking of um, in the Jamie Foxx show, what's the guy who he always makes fun of who works in the hotel,
Brack.
Braxton,
Braxton.
Braxton and Fancy and his aunt and uncle, all the different characters and stuff that he played. Um, Yeah, so I gotta kick the Bernie Mac show out. But his show was funny and great. I loved it. And but yeah, that's a tough one. I gotta kick Bernie out.
Yeah.
What
man.
about you, Justin?
Yeah, I gotta go the same way. Like Bernie Mac show, like because Martin, Fresh Prince, Jamie Foxx, all three of those characters or all three of those shows have outstanding, memorable characters. Like with Martin, you got Martin, Gina, Pam, Tommy, Cole, Bruh Man, Hustle Man, like all these people who are funny on their own. And like they can steal a scene, like, whoever is in it can steal that scene. It don't matter who's in it. In the same way with Fresh Prince. I feel that Will, Carlton, Hillary, Ashley, Uncle Phil, Aunt Vivian, like each one of them has like their screen time to where like they are the best part of the show. And same thing with Jamie Foxx, Fancy, uh, his aunt and uncle, Braxton. And I feel like Bernie Mac, that's kind of the element that was missing. It was Bernie Mac all the time. And it was him who was always taking up most of the limelight. And like, he had the kids, he had his wife, but like they weren't exactly like show stealers, in my opinion. So I feel like the weight of the show. I mean, it's the Bernie Mac show. The weight of the show was on his back, but I feel like if you took out Bernie Mac within an episode, you're gonna feel it. If you take out Martin in an episode, the rest of the cast can carry it. If you take out Will in an episode, the rest of that cast can carry it. And Jamie Foxx show, I feel like can do the same thing. So for me, it's the Bernie Mac show. That's the one that's got to go for me.
But that little boy in the Bernie Mac show was funny. Remember Jordan?
He was.
He
He
was
was.
he was funny in that. I remember,
Yeah.
yeah, there was an episode where he was trying out for gymnastics, and I think they thought that he was going to be doing flips and stuff. Ended up doing artistic
Ribbon twirler or something
gymnastics,
like that.
and he was twirling ribbons and stuff.
No,
Bernie,
my favorite episode of the Bernie Mac show was when he was
he had like food poisoning from like the Thanksgiving turkey, and he was passed out on the bathroom, and he was having nightmares about his niece being like a monster on the wing of an airplane, and like and like he kept like looking like in the side mirror or in the side window, and she's eating like the wires out the plane's wing. And like it was so funny. Like he jumps on the plane's wing and like, uses some money to like to bait her off the wing and like he throws it and like she dives after it. It's hilarious. It's so funny. And he like screams like, I say the world. I say the world. Like it's so
You sound like it.
funny.
Uh,
Bernie Mac gave you a lesson before
mm.
the show actually started. He will give you a life lesson as to what the show would be about. You
Kings of
know,
Comedy. He talked about the whole dynamic of Kings of Comedy.
he goes, America, he's like, America, and then he starts getting into what he's going to talk about.
Yeah.
Whooping your children. Now, I'll lay down an ass whooping on each one of them.
I remember that. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know.
Without doubt. Now, I don't feel bad about it.
We better we better move on to the next one before Daddy end up changing our minds.
That's right. Come on, man. You gotta the Mac Man, number one. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you guys take over this one.
Okay, I got one. Um, I think this one gonna be funny. The NBA trash talk goats.
mm,
So who you getting rid of? Who coming out of this list? Kevin Garnett,
mm.
Draymond Green, Ryan's favorite.
Man, he at the top.
Gary Payton. No, this is somebody who you gonna take out of this list? The goats of trash talking in the NBA. So Kevin Garnett, Draymond Green, Gary Payton, Charles Barkley.
Okay, let me ask a question. So, am I taking them off of the list based off of
Based on your feeling, there's no real criteria.
okay? Because I was gonna say like I think Draymond Green is the GOAT of talking trash.
So he got to stay in there. That's
No, no,
it.
no, 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 no. But if it's just based off of my preference, he's coming off because he be like because that brother
That
No,
dude is
all
a
right, then let me.
that
professional
brother's
eye
something else.
gouger.
That
No,
brother's something else. So it's gonna be between
this is
Draymond.
best trash talkers of all time.
But just
Greatest of all
okay.
time.
So we're going. So just the greatest trash talk. He's the greatest trash talk. Okay, so
And
he's
so then by that, then he has to stay in there.
so he
Right?
stays on. He's
Got to
actually
stay in there. He's the
fun.
best.
I think you know what I honestly think. It'd be Charles. I mean, because Kevin Garnett. I mean, because it's Draymond Green, and then I think Kevin Garnett is like right after him. He was real aggressive, but Draymond Green is just he's off the chain. I mean, he's always on like towing that line of just being just in the fire. And then you had Gary Payton, who I think was real aggressive, and he knew how to talk and be subdued during the game. Like he played the mental games. He talking to you while he bringing the ball up the court, but he was just an assassin playing defense. And I think Charles Barkley was just real passionate. I never took him as being like a crazy trash talker. He just would talk trash because he was competitive and he would do it in space. So every now and then he would get in trouble. So he was always way more subdued than the rest of the guys. Like I think
So are you talking?
Charles Barkley would have to get off the list because the
So
rest
are
of
you talking Charles Barkley as an NBA player or as a
no trash.
sportscaster?
So
No,
that's the thing,
Trash
right? I
talk.
mean, it's just overall trash talkers who have been in the NBA. And so Charles Barkley actually became, to me, a much bigger trash talker
As a
after,
sportscaster.
oh,
as a
y'all are
sports.
talking. I'm talking about as players. So y'all talking about their entire career.
It's just whoever these
Oh,
guys played in the NBA, who's the best trash talker.
Then I
Barkley's been
think
on
Gary Payton will have to
Barkley's
go.
been on TV for like 20 plus years since
So you change your answer?
yeah, I
Gary
mean
Payton's off.
he's because you got to include his what almost 20 years of playing in the league and then 20 years on TNT
So
being analyst. It has to be Barkley.
so
Barkley
who you kicking out then?
Payton.
it'd have to be like Peyton because Kevin Garnett has the podcast and he still
He's
commentates.
still talking trash.
It's still talking trash, and he has that big podcast. I think he does it with Paul Pierce sometimes. And
Yeah.
Gary Payton has been out of the limelight since he retired, and he's been out of the league for I don't know what almost 15, 20 years now. Gary Payton's been out of the league.
Mhm.
So, I mean, he's not, and then Draymond, I mean, Draymond is still playing, so it'll have to be Gary Payton. I mean, if you're talking about the
Just
entire
yeah, just
overall,
overall. Yeah, overall.
yeah, and I mean, and Barkley is funny, man. It's sad that he's not going to be. I think they're going to still be on TV on one level or another. I think that HBO resigned or Warner resigned him on something, but yeah, his run on TNT was
Yeah, those four guys will be back. But
amazing.
All right. Let me
who's your
talk.
pick, Daddy? Who
No,
your
no,
pick?
here's the deal. Trash talking. If you want to talk Honey Nut Cheerios,
Oh,
you're talking Kevin Garnett, who can
that was
trash
uncalled for.
all day long. He don't
That
care. And when
that
he gets
Lala and Carmelo Anthony, when he did that
oh,
with the Honey Nut
oh,
Cheerios, that stuck. I think that
trash
was a
talking.
yeah, that stuck.
Mm. You talking to, he's the GOAT.
Mm.
And
What
I
happened in the
think,
situation? What like I don't even-
oh,
He
well,
said he said something about Lala Anthony. He
all right.
said something like hey Carmelo, your wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios or something like that.
Oh
That's
Jesus.
a oh.
Ooh.
That's what he said. That's what Kevin Garnett said
Oh,
about
yeah.
Lala Anthony.
Yeah. So that's trash talking.
Oh yeah.
Gary Payton talks trash in the stands because his son is playing. And his son is great. He's a great player with the Warriors. But I caught Gary Payton talking trash to the Rockets the other night. He was talking trash to what's the boy that just got there?
Durant?
KG,
KG.
Durant.
Kevin Durant. So he's talking trash to Kevin Durant, and he said some crazy comment to Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant just slapped him up and down and shut Gary Payton up. But Gary Payton still he talks trash no matter what stadium he's in, sitting down, and when he's on the court, he's talking trash.
Yeah.
Draymond trash talker all the time because he's like Dennis Rodman.
He
He
just
get in your head before the game start. He talk about your mama, talk about your shoes, talk about your mama's shoes. He's like
that brother
Dennis Rodman.
that brother be going on.
Charles, Charles can't even formulate a sentence right most of the time. But Charles is so funny.
Yeah.
His trash talking is not trash talking. It's
Joke.
comedy. He's joking around. You get on the floor and you fear him though, because you don't know if Charles is going to knock you the hell out. Excuse my French, but you don't know if he's going to knock you out or just talk about your mother or something. You know, but Charles is funny. The other guys, I remember Scottie Pippen talking to Karl Malone in the playoffs, and it was a Sunday, and he said to Karl Malone. He said, Karl Malone gets on the free throw line. It was a tight game, tight game. And he says to Karl Malone, uh,
Oh yeah.
mail don't get delivered on Sunday.
Right.
He gets his big ass up there and misses the free throws.
Because he's the mailman. Didn't deliver. Well, see, that's what
That's
Bulls
correct.
fans, 90s Bulls.
And and Michael Jordan talk he talks so much trash, he doesn't stop. He doesn't stop.
He could have been in
He
this
doesn't
list.
stop.
Yeah, but he was so smooth. The reason why he's the GOAT is he was smooth with it. He was probably on the same level as Draymond, but subdued and real smooth. He never got out of character. Kobe too. Like they never get out of character. They, hey man, you ain't gonna da 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 da, brother. You know,
Well,
you don't ever see him shift.
Larry Bird would do it like this. I'm gonna take you down low. I'm gonna turn around, fake, and then shoot this jumper in your face. That's Larry Bird, and he would do it every time.
Mhm.
But on this list, I'd send Charles through the showers. I'm sorry. There you go.
Well, that's a good one. I think I would probably put Charles off this list too.
Mm.
Who got another one? I got another one. I got a bunch of them. So who want to
Come
go?
on, come on
I
with
got a
it.
bunch
I
too.
got it. I got a good
Who,
one.
who want to go next?
I
Go
got it.
ahead, Mark.
I got a good one. Hip hop pioneers. Okay.
Okay.
Of course. So Tupac Shakur, the Notorious B.I.G. or Biggie, Jay-Z or Nas.
Oh, that's easy.
And I'll tell you for me,
I'm
right?
gonna
This is
say
probably, I mean, so it'll be Biggie. Now Biggie is one of my favorite. Biggie is one of my favorites, but Tupac, Jay-Z, and Nas. Actually, I mean, and it's a two-way type. Like I like Jay-Z and Nas the same.
Are
I,
you saying Nas is better than Biggie?
yeah, to me.
that's what he's saying.
No
Listen,
way.
No,
listen.
that's what he
No
said.
way.
To
No
me,
way.
I
Go ahead,
think,
Mark.
but just listen to me. I mean, and it's hard because they're all like grouped up there together. It's like the current conversation around Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole, like that sort of argument, right? And then you can throw Eminem in there for this current era. But for me, and this is all time, Tupac, and then Jay-Z like Tupac is number one because he just all around. There has never been. I think he's like a far cry number one. There's nobody that has ever been as good as him. Period. To me, like
I disagree.
to me, ever. Just all around, just flow, rap, music, just fluency. He's just prolific. And then Jay-Z and Nas to me is they're like one and one, so they would be number two, and then the Notorious B.I.G. would be number three. So by that, Biggie would have to be. It sounds bad. Biggie would have because he was a pioneer, but I mean, it'd have to be Biggie for me on that.
Well,
Have you
all
ever
of them on
heard
that
have you
list are pioneers. Like that's,
Huh? What'd you
I
say?
said all of those folks in your list are pioneers. They like
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore type of
yeah,
guys. Whoever you pick.
yeah.
It's,
But Tupac and Biggie like kind of like they came. They blew up kind of before Jay-Z and Nas, but like Jay-Z and Nas were still they were like kind of more underground they were still releasing music around the same time, but like Pac and Jay-Z Pac and Biggie were the ones that got the big break early, and then when they broke around the times of their death, then like Nas and Jay-Z like
yeah.
blew up. But yeah, I mean that's a hard list.
Justin
I
disagrees. What you gonna say?
I totally disagree.
Go ahead.
Like not Nas is easily coming off that list to me.
Yeah, no,
Easily. I mean,
it's
to
not even.
me, Jay-Z is the best rapper to ever live, period. I don't think no one is matching his flow, no one is matching his charisma, and that includes Pac. Like I feel like Jay-Z, if you line up, Jay-Z's catalog with Pac's catalog, like
It's going to
Pac
be
to
better because he's had more time. He's had more time. It's going to be
yeah,
Pac catalog can't compete because it's just he was in the game longer.
but
Pac had it
even
more
if we
time.
talking if even if we take the catalog out, if we just talking about like lyricism and skill as an MC, I still feel Jay-Z beats Pac simply off the fact that he doesn't write. He can freestyle an entire album. To me puts Jay-Z levels above guys like Pac, in my opinion. When you got a guy who can freestyle the Black Album to me is the best hip hop album of all time, in my opinion. That's my favorite album of all time. And the fact that you have no writing of this and you can just go in the booth and just pop it out by thought, I'm like, yo, man, that man is on a different planet when it comes to rapping. So Jay-Z stays. Um, Pac, I feel he has to stay because of his compelling storytelling. I feel like Pac is one of the best storytellers ever in hip hop. I feel like he can rap something and it's like he's literally transporting you there in your mind where it's like, Brenda's got a baby, dear mama, like all of this stuff is like it feels like you can close your eyes and see it, as it's happening, as he's rapping it. To me, that is Pac's skill. Pac has that ability to, kind of give you a great story within a rap. And like to me, that is unmatched. But Biggie, to me, his flow is just incredible. Like Biggie's flow is incredible. Like to me, I like if you ever listen to Jay-Z and Biggie's song Brooklyn's Finest, that was off of Jay-Z's first album, Reasonable Doubt. Brooklyn's Finest, where they're going back and forth. It sounds like they're battling, honestly. If you listen to that song, that is one of the most incredible songs I have ever heard. And it's like, to me, it was like it was neck and neck as far as like who was better, who got the best of who on that song. And so like to me, Nas, I feel like Nas honestly gets a lot of his credibility off the fact that, people like to say that he beat Jay in that battle. And to me, honestly, you put Ether versus Takeover. Ether is a harder song, but to me, if you put Jay versus Nas, to me that's a easy
Let me say
win.
this
Jay
real
is over that.
Let me say this. I don't mean to interrupt, but this is one thing. So yeah, I think either song went harder than the Takeover, but I don't. I think that they're like equal. And the reason I see, like one of my favorite songs of all time, and I think people don't talk about it enough, is "If I Rule the World" with Nas and
And
Lauryn
Lauryn
Hill.
Hill.
Before all that, now I mean, they always, oh, he just got his notoriety off of no, like here, think about, and this I'm talking about Nas. If I Rule
Mhm.
the World. And he's on the truck. Imagine that. I for y'all, she's singing the hook. That song was incredible. And he's like riding through all of New York talking about life, the struggle, our people. Then you talk about all I need is one mic. And he's talking about being from Queens and being young and black and coming up through the game. Like all I need is one mic. Like and then Ether. And then you talk about just Stillmatic he is a craftsman, and I think the thing is he's the only person in the game I feel like is even more low key than Jay, and I love how Jay Z moves. They're quiet. They don't like engage in any of the nonsense back and forth. They're not loud. They're both real private. You know what I mean? And the only time any of them engaged with any of that is when they kind of went beefing battle wise, right? But Nas chops, bro. Like I mean, hard
I ain't
chops.
saying I ain't
Like
saying
I
Nas
mean,
ain't dope,
I'm saying like you know what
but
I'm
I but
saying?
I but I
He's like
honestly
my legit number two. Like
but I honestly feel like the people he inspired the most. I feel like to me, J. Cole is fruit off of Nas's tree, honestly.
and that's
And
your
J.
favorite.
Cole,
That's your
J.
favorite current
Cole,
rapper.
yes,
You know
J.
what I'm
Cole
saying?
is my favorite current rapper,
Okay.
but I feel like J. Cole is better than Nas,
Oh
in
man.
my
Come
opinion. I feel like J. Cole is better than I feel like he is a new and improved
on.
version of Nas.
Man.
I
You
That's my
can't. You
opinion.
can't. That's what Kobe said, Daddy. What Kobe said. He said, "I can never be better than Jordan because I modeled my game after Jordan. It's
Some
impossible.
people would, I
You
mean, if
can't
you if somebody
surpass
if
the
somebody
master."
if somebody said, I mean, we have the biggest Kobe fan in this chat right here, Bobby. If Bobby said, or if anybody who was a fan of Kobe said that Kobe was better than Jordan, some people would be like, okay, I get it.
That's
Me,
true.
my opinion, I feel like J. Cole is better than Nas. My opinion. I mean, I feel like he's new and improved, a new and improved version of Nas. I feel like if you put J. Cole and Nas in a rap battle, J. Cole is smoking them.
Not possible. You're talking of what the
You
heck?
know,
I mean,
they both of them encyclopedias of hip hop. This kid.
I see
hey
that. You
man,
know what? I only know, I only listen to Tupac, you know, Biggie, and Jay-Z. I don't know Nas. So
now
in
you
my
like mystical. I remember you said you like
I love
mystical
mystical. I love
because
mystical.
you said he's the rap version of James
For his
Brown.
workouts. No, that's
That's
what
right.
Now you said
Oh
he's the rap
yeah.
version
all
of
the
James
time.
Brown. I thought
I'm gonna
that
be what
because
is
he
going
kind of
on up
is
there?
though.
That's real
Oh
accurate.
yeah, I
That's
like
real.
mystical.
That's real accurate.
Unfortunately, he's in jail, but I love him.
Oh man.
Uh,
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my take on it.
So I think I'm with Justin, but for some different reasons. So Nas is coming off my list, but if I think about so Tupac is my favorite rapper of all time,
All
right?
right. At least we got the check mark. Come on.
Yeah, so I agree with Ryan.
Oh,
Tupac is my favorite. He's always
speak
been my
notes.
favorite. I remember my cousin who was like my big brother, Fred, shout out to him, RIP.
Yeah.
He introduced me to Tupac long time ago, and I remember learning memorizing my first rap songs, and they were Tupac songs. right? So I got some nostalgia there when it comes to Tupac.
Mm.
And then, of course, Tupac and Biggie. I love Biggie's music too, so I couldn't take him off the list. I feel like he is I mean, he's a GOAT, right? 1A for me. But then 1B is Jay-Z, right? I think it's like Jay-Z, all the I have probably the most in my Apple Music right now, more Jay-Z songs than any other rapper, right? And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he come out with some new stuff next year, right? So the fact that he's been doing this and for so long is incredible, and all of his stuff is with his flow and the way that he just his cadence, and like Justin said, the fact that he can do all of that, like Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne is one of my favorites too. Like we talked about that the other day, but he can just do all of this stuff without writing it is incredible. And then when you listen back, it's like, how did you put all of that stuff together?
God,
That's
God,
like
God-given talent, man. That's
it's a
God-given.
God-given talent. So I couldn't take him off the list. Nas, uh, Nas has some of my favorite songs of all time, right? So One Mic, and I can't remember the other one that I like of his. It's like, of course, Ether, right? And I just talked about Jay-Z and the fact that, but the fact is that I love Ether. So it'd be hard to put anybody off of this list, but Nas would have to come off for me. All right, let's go. Did you
Daddy,
got
did
a list,
you?
or you want me to go?
Uh, we can do mine real quick.
Okay.
Mine is on NFL or the NFL quarterbacks.
Mhm.
Who comes off this list? Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mm.
he wants to
I
go
got
away.
I got one easy, easy, easy. I want to
Oh,
go. I'm gonna jump in real quick because I already got Aaron Rodgers.
Because of his personality.
Yeah, and this is what I'll say. So this is what I'll say.
yeah.
And
That's
here's the
I mean,
thing.
that's what he's
I,
thinking.
I actually I actually paused. I actually paused for a second because I had to go back through the Rolodex, and I'm like, Stafford won a championship, right? Didn't they? They won a couple years. Okay, so
You're
all of these
right.
guys. So I'm like, okay, who doesn't have a championship? Mahomes has
Oh, dude.
They
They
all
Mahomes,
all
start
do.
with
Mahomes has four, right? Or five? Four? Yes.
Three.
Three. Okay. And
that's
then
three.
Aaron Rodgers has one. Stafford has one. Jalen Hurts won last year.
Hurts has two,
Mhm.
right?
Okay, this is what I'll say. Mahomes is clearly going to be is the next GOAT. There's nobody better than him. Even when they have like their losing seasons, they somehow miraculously come back to have 12, 13 plus wins. He has a million yards, a million whatever. Stafford is super solid, super consistent, low key, stud, always kind of in the NFC talk. Getting they don't win championships every year, but they're a strong squad. Jalen Hurts is a stud. Just won the championship. He was a stud when he played in college. He's awesome. I mean, hard worker from H Town, low key brother, but a star, underrated. Always comes through with the numbers, stats, never gives up. Aaron Rodgers. Okay, I'm taking him off because my thing is all the talent out of everybody. I think is probably with the exception of Mahomes, right? Because I think Mahomes is a natural talent, and he has the most talent. Mahomes does. I think Aaron Rodgers has that talent level as well, where he could just naturally throw the ball. He can run. He's just a talented player, and I think his talent has always gotten him over the hump of being able to start on these teams, be in the conversation. But I mean, he won a championship, played all those years in Green Bay, and was a student of Brett Favre. But my issue with him is I've seen like I saw a difference in him. I was a huge Aaron Rodgers fan when I saw that. It felt like he was always giving it 100%. He wasn't chewing out coaches and cussing out his players and stuff like that. And it got to a point where I felt like he went from being like this humble superstar and bringing it like his team and kind of chewing them out in a humble way to motivate them and keep them great to being kind of a condescending and
A
pretty much
diva.
Yeah, it kind of prima donna because I would look at I'm like, dang, he cussing the coaches out. They scared of him. He's coaching the star, the star running backs and wideouts, cussing everybody out. He's always angry. And it felt like he would just give up at the end of big games. And I'm like, this guy has all the talent. I'm just saying this objectively. He has all the talent, but then he's walking the ball up to the line of scrimmage. They got a few minutes left, and then I would compare him to Brady. Brady does not have all of that talent. Brady's the best player that ever played ever in the NFL. Brady never gave up. Don't give Brady 2 minutes. And they down a touchdown, he all out. He throwing that ball, and Brady just can run a little bit, but he doing everything to get up the field. Aaron Rodgers, man, if he was having a bad day, he'd give up. So Aaron Rodgers is easy for me. Y'all go ahead.
Boy, I'm taking Aaron. So it's a little hard to say let's just automatically kick Aaron Rodgers off because we all grew up Packer fans, and
Hmm.
I'm still a big Packer fan.
Hmm.
Uh, even though what they didn't they tie the Cowboys the other day 40-40?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
But
That was a
Jordan
great
Love,
game though.
that
Jordan
was
Love,
gross. That was
Jordan
that's
Love, Jordan Love is MVP. Going to be an MVP soon, though. Let's give it to
yeah, I hope so.
brother. It's going to be
So
good.
it's hard to just automatically kick a Packer off the list. But Aaron Aaron Rodgers gives off an air of like arrogance and prima donna. Um, and it just didn't seem after he left the Packers. It doesn't seem like he would be a good teammate. Like I wouldn't want to be his teammate if I was playing.
Mm.
So I think for that reason, he would come off of my list. All the way you said, Ryan, about how, he has all the talent. He did a lot. He's done a lot with that talent. He has, I think, more regular season MVPs than anybody on this list, Patrick Mahomes included.
Mhm.
But uh, but yeah, all these other guys, I feel like I would want to play with them. I think I would want to play with Aaron Rodgers. And I felt like the way that he comes off evolved over the years, right?
Yeah.
Early
Yeah.
on in his career, he didn't seem like he was like that. But you got to remember, he had to wait behind Brett Favre for a number of years.
Like
That
four.
was after, right? That was after he slid in the draft and got embarrassed in the draft, thinking that he was going to go higher, and then ended up falling to the Packers. So he was humbled early on in his career, got a chance to show his talent. Then it seemed like his head got a bit big. So I wouldn't keep him on my list. I keep the other guys on my list, or keep
Well
the other guys.
said. Well said.
Okay.
Uh, Justin, what about you?
Um, it's probably Aaron Rodgers because of the fact that, Aaron Rodgers was, we saw his fall from grace, I think. Whereas like for the longest time, Aaron Rodgers was in the conversation of, the GOAT. No one could compare to Tom Brady other than Aaron Rodgers. Um, and so when we saw him get traded from the Packers. And then, he took on this kind of diva attitude to where, he feels like he's bigger than the team. That to me put a bad taste in my mouth, I guess. Like, even despite the fact that, I still feel like he is objectively probably the most talented quarterback I've ever seen. I feel like if you line him up with Tom Brady and you put him side by side in terms of ability, I feel like Aaron Rodgers is coming out ahead. I feel like Tom Brady is great, but as far as athletic ability to be a quarterback, to run, throw, um, and to do, everything encompassing of what a quarterback is supposed to do, I feel like Aaron Rodgers is better at that. Um, but I feel like Tom Brady is just um,
Fundamentally
a
sound.
better a team leader. He can basically be the coach of the team if he wanted to be. And that is where I feel like Aaron Rodgers was lacking. He was lacking that leadership capability, and I felt like it was clear. Um, and so like he couldn't lead a team, and I feel like that would make a lot of guys on his team not want to play for him. And that is what, Aaron Rodgers' deficiency is compared to the rest of these guys. So that's why Aaron Rodgers has to go.
I was struggling with Aaron Rodgers and Stafford, and Aaron Rodgers is the most sought after free agent. You know, everybody wanted Aaron Rodgers. He ended up in Pittsburgh, I think, right?
Hmm.
This year.
Yeah, sure.
But Aaron Rodgers has, like you said, he's come from this young quarterback. Now he's like 40, 41 years old. And I saw him on a couple of the sports shows, and he has this real edgy attitude, a non-caring type of an attitude, because he knows he's at the end. He can say anything he wants. You know, he can say anything he wants. You know he's going to get signed with somebody, but he can say almost anything he wants, and he can criticize the front office. He can criticize anybody he wants and still get on the field. But, you know, watching Aaron Rodgers with the Pack all those years, he was the greatest. I always rooted for this guy. I always wanted to see him be successful. He was successful in Green Bay. He had some success in New York, but, you know, the first game out of the block, his first game, first play in New York, he tears his Achilles and he's out for the year. Then he comes back for the second year and he gets creamed. You know, he just gets killed the entire year. You know, they suffer. And I think he only spent 2 years there.
Yeah.
And now he's in Pittsburgh. And he's doing good in Pittsburgh. He's somewhat healthy. I mean, he's healthy. I haven't heard any injuries about him, but it's that attitude, like you said, that makes you not want to be this guy's teammate anymore. In the beginning, you did because he was so talented and he had so many things around him. Man, those teams he had in Green Bay, man, those guys were just phenomenal. They played all the time, you know, and they had a good cohesive group. But now that Aaron Rodgers is 40-some years old, he's on his way out. His attitude changed. He's turning into a grumpy or old man. And so
I mean, it's not even warranted because like at this stage in his career, like he can't expect to play too many more seasons. So like all that diva attitude that he's had, you know, it's not warranted, Aaron, because you're on your way out the door.
yeah, and you know, guys are faster, like in NBA. Guys are faster, bigger, more skilled, you know, and in football, you know, these big guys are coming at you twice as fast as they were 10 years ago when you were, you know, with Green Bay. So Aaron Rodgers is off my list. Stafford stays, Hurts stays, and Mahomes is staying.
Mahomes, you got to keep Mahomes, man.
Okay.
All right.
I
I
got
gotta.
Well, let me put this one in there because this is a change up real
Okay.
quick. So childhood snacks and drinks. Not drinks, just snacks. So we got oatmeal cream pies, Flamin Hot Cheetos,
Ooh.
honey buns,
Ooh.
and zebra cakes.
Man, you didn't put the
The
star
old
cake
the
in there. You get the
the
star
What?
cake, man. The star
Star
cake. The brown
Star
ones that you
cake?
used to hide.
Well, I don't even know what that is.
The brown ones that you used to hide under your bed next to the zebra cakes.
How would
that
I know?
you
I
hide
ain't
under your
hiding
bed.
something I don't know what it is. I was probably hiding those zebra cakes.
Papa used to hide all
the
of them, Daddy. You
the
didn't
the
know that?
oatmeal pie gotta go.
The oatmeal, okay, yeah. This is gonna be a quick one. So which one is it? Which one is?
I mean, Flamin' Hot is staying for sure.
Of
I
course, it's
mean,
gonna
like,
be on your list.
I
You
mean,
can
but
have all
like
the hots on your
the
list.
oatmeal pie that can kick rocks. That's gone.
Bro, the Flamin' Hots can kick rocks. The oatmeal pies, when you put them in the refrigerator, fire. Fire.
Yeah,
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you put them in the freezer. You put them in the
Yeah.
freezer.
You put for a
Nah.
while, you get you a big tall glass
Oh,
of milk.
God. It's like
Mm,
a best shot or best cookie you can have. You put it in the freezer. You know,
mm.
you don't eat them out of the box. You put
Yeah,
them in
you gotta keep them cold.
yeah.
So then, what's y'all? I think Ryan said that he was getting rid of the Flamin' Hots. Daddy, you getting rid of the Flamin' Hots too?
Oh man, them things gotta go, man. I tell you, you eat those, your intestinal tract is gonna be flaming hot.
Oh man.
Believe me, buddy.
That
Hey,
porcelain gonna need a
Don't
fire
light a match in
extinguisher.
that bathroom.
hey, them trips to the bathroom was worth it in my childhood.
God,
I
Like,
really
for
no.
was.
me.
That
You know,
porcelain needed the fire extinguisher. I know you know that.
I mean,
Hey, that's why.
my favorite snack to this day is Flamin' Hot popcorn. I love that stuff still to
Oh
do
this
you
yeah.
eat
day.
those Cheetos anymore?
I don't eat the Cheetos no more,
They're
but
so
like
bad. They're
the
so bad for you.
popcorn, the
They're
Flamin'
so
Hot
bad.
popcorn, like I'll buy that. I still
That's
buy that.
That would
They're
that's
exist.
why that
so bad
upstairs
for you.
smoke detector goes off every now and then.
Those things. I don't know how we ate them back then. I don't.
They're
You know what's coming
so
off my
bad for
list?
you.
What's
And
coming
now,
off my list are those honey buns.
yeah,
And Daddy, you remember Daddy used to buy those honey buns? You know, like two or three at a time, and then just throw them on the table. Y'all remember that?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the
I
ones in the
know
black. See, I remember
the
those.
ones in like the individual packages and stuff. He would
Yeah,
buy
I
them.
remember those.
yeah, but the ones I used to remember is the ones from Pick and Save. You remember the long johns that you used to go to the bakery with the white frosting on top, the big long one that didn't
Yeah.
have any on
Yeah,
it?
Yeah,
yeah.
see,
Oh,
those are good. The donuts.
he used to only get like two of those, and then he used to get the assortment, but the two with the
Yeah, those
long one with
are
Mhm.
white.
good.
Oh,
Those are good.
I could taste that.
The honey buns tasted like rubber. Like I'm good. I'm good with that one. All right, real quick. Another real fast one. Video game icons.
Mhm.
Justin, I think you would like this one. Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong.
Mm.
Pac-Man got to go, man. Get Pac-Man out of here.
Pac-Man, okay.
Man, come on, man. Get Pac-Man.
Justin was an
Yeah.
expert.
Well, I don't know because I got a Pac-Man game, but Sonic ain't going nowhere.
We all know
That's
that.
the
You
I
said
Sonic
mean,
ain't
we
going
put
nowhere.
Sonic a thousand
Sonic
times.
is the definition. Sonic
that,
is the literal definition of my child.
that's
That's my nickname.
that's Justin's animal spirit.
Justin's
Like
nickname. That was it.
Daddy still calls me Sonic to this day.
Every day.
Uh,
Every
and
day.
it's like, Sonic ain't going nowhere. Mario, he's Sonic's rival, but he can stay. Donkey Kong, it's between Donkey Kong and
That
Pac-Man.
shit,
So
man.
I'll say Pac-Man. Pac-Man is,
Pac-Man out of here, man.
he's kind of a one trick pony, I guess,
Yeah,
but
get Pac-Man out of here. Donkey Kong.
I'm kicking Donkey
but
Kong out, even though Donkey Kong
You a good
was
time.
fun, and you do like the Donkey Kong hit or whatever on top of your head.
He be
We
doing
not,
that
we
mm,
didn't
Donkey
play that
Kong
enough.
like
We
all
didn't play
right.
it enough, so I don't know. I would kick Donkey Kong off my list because I just didn't play it as much as the other ones.
Okay, I got a
Okay.
couple of good ones that we can go through real quick because I know it's getting late. So my first one gotta go. House Party, Coming to America, Harlem Nights, The Last Dragon.
Oh man, come on,
Oh,
man.
okay. Wait, what was the
Which
second
one?
one?
House Party,
Oh, the first one, House Party. Okay.
Coming to America,
Yeah.
Harlem Nights, or The Last Dragon. Which one? Which one gotta go?
House Party gotta go because
House Party gotta go?
House Party gotta go because those last three, Coming to America, Harlem Nights, and The Last Dragon, are one. You got my favorite movie of all time, Coming to America. Harlem Nights is my second favorite movie of all time, and The Last Dragon is number three of all time.
Mm.
And I would say number five on my all time list is probably House Party one, but you can't
So
move.
what's number four then?
I don't know. I gotta give space for that. It's something that I can't put my finger. It might be House
Friday, baby. Maybe it's Friday.
Friday. No, Friday. That's what it is. Friday.
Yeah,
Friday.
I figured
Friday.
that's what it was.
Because we were talking about that the other day. Remember?
Yeah.
I
Um,
figured that's what
Okay.
it was.
Yeah, I probably should have put Friday in that list then.
yeah,
I
that would have been
I
hard.
would kick Harlem Nights off the list.
Man, you can't, man.
Mm.
I mean, I love every time Ryan say "Coming to America" is his favorite movie. I feel like he cheating and he copying off of me.
I'm
Coming to
cheating.
America is my favorite movie.
That's my, it was
I
my
mean,
favorite movie first.
like I said before, if there's any movie that could take Coming to America out, to me, it's Last Dragon.
But
Well,
Like,
see, that's the thing, right? Everybody loved Bruce Leroy and and
Harlem Nights, the chase scene when Arsenio is trying
okay,
to
the only
get
reason I'll tell you, the only
Eddie
reason why I'm
Murphy.
taking it off the list, the only
Oh
reason
man.
why I'm taking it off the list is because I don't feel like I've seen it enough. I've
Oh
seen all of,
man.
yeah.
I've seen Coming to America about 1,015 times.
You
I've seen
no.
I've
Listen,
seen what was the other one?
House
Last
Party.
Dragon.
House Party a bunch of times.
That's Dragon.
And Last Dragon, I mean, come on, like Coming to America and Last Dragon, I know every scene, every
Listen,
dialogue, every song, everything to both of those movies. I've only seen Harlem Nights maybe once or twice.
you
So
need to
that's why it's
watch.
on my
You
list.
need to watch
Oh,
it 5 more times,
oh.
and you gonna change your mind. If you watch that movie tonight, I can guarantee you when Tommy, the hold on. Here's the thing. Red Fox in that movie was like yeah, ancillary person who was like so funny. And then when they killed Tommy, and this was like in the middle of the
Yeah, it was dramatic.
when they thought it was Eddie Murphy and Arsenio was in the chase scene. Oh my God, that part had me crying, laughing 10 minutes after it, and then even
No, it is a funny
the
part.
first scene
Yeah.
when I forget what's my guy uh the old man in the movie. I forget his name.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. I forget his last name. Forgive me. Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. When Eddie Murphy was a boy, and that first scene when they were in the at the card table,
Mm.
it was so funny because when the guy lost his money and he was like, trying to run up on him with the knife. That movie is comedy gold. It's comedy gold, and it was actually set up. It's shot and it's set up similar to Coming to America, and it was done a year after. So the way that they did the movie, actually the people that's in the movie too, is a lot of the same people, and it's in New York in the 20s and 30s during the gangster era, and they had this boom boom club and
But
downtown.
you gonna have
So
that.
funny. It was so funny, man.
So what you trying to do though? Convince me to keep that on the list and then
No, you
kick
gonna
off House Party?
I'm just telling you,
Oh man,
when you see it,
Kid and Play.
you gonna change your mind because that movie is literally coming to America in the 1920s in America. Like that's the same,
I gotta
it's
see.
the same movie.
But Arsenio Hall is probably the funniest in that movie.
Oh God,
He's
But
probably
more
the
funnier
funniest.
than when he was in Coming to America.
in Harlem
Yeah,
Nights.
the
Yeah,
Harlem Nights,
yeah.
man.
He wasn't even in Harlem Nights the whole movie.
No, he was in.
Like
He
half,
had a good part in there, but
he was
he was
crazy off the
just
chain bad guy.
hilarious, and he's crying in the back of his car. You killed my brother, quick! Quick, quick! Oh man, he is hilarious. Arsenio Hall. I don't know, why he's not falling out of fame, but Arsenio Hall should be in more movies. He should be in more projects.
I feel
More.
like he might be retired now.
But he is just, man, Arsenio Hall is hilarious.
Yes,
He's
hilarious.
hilarious. But
He-
yeah, your mind will change if you see Harlem Nights.
I got
Believe me.
okay. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. Which one are you kicking out then? House Party.
House Party. Nah.
House Party. I think y'all just haven't watched it in a long time.
House Party is a
I got
classic.
a hair for it.
I
I
watched
love
the
House
other, I
Party.
watched
I ain't
it
got
the
the hair
other
for
day.
it.
All right.
I
Like
watched
They used to have a
I'm
kid
probably going
high
with
top.
Bobby. I'm probably going with Bobby. I'm probably taking
Thank you,
Harlem.
Justin.
I'm probably it's close, but
It's
I'm
all
probably
right.
taking Harlem Nights off.
That's
I'm probably
No.
taking Harlem Nights off. Just I probably should have put Friday in this list and made it harder.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
that
you
would
could
have made it
that would
impossible.
have really.
but but yeah, like I don't know.
And look at the
It's
stars
a
in
toss
Harlem
up.
Nights.
It's a toss up. It's a
Look
toss
at the
up.
stars in Harlem Nights. You got Jasmine Guy, Eddie
Oh,
Murphy.
I forgot
You
about
got Richard Pryor. You got Arsenio Hall is in there. You got I can't
Della
remember.
Reese.
Della Reese is in
Red
this.
Fox, and she was
Red
hilarious in
Fox.
that. Oh my
Mhm.
God, Della Reese was so funny in that movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I remember
he
her.
was
He was
crazy.
crazy.
And you got oh man, all of these people in this movie. This one scene I can't forget is when Sunshine picks up my man on the corner and he calls home. He gets in bed with her. Hey,
Ain't coming home no
let
more.
me speak to your mom. Baby, I ain't coming home no more.
Take it easy.
No, it was the part. It was the part after that because then when he put the phone up, he thought about it and was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah."
And he was proud of it too. It was so funny.
Yeah.
He said,
Hey.
"Baby,
Oh
let me speak
man.
to your mother. I ain't coming home no more. Take it easy."
And then
Click.
And
Yeah.
she Sunshine told him she loved him. She said, "I love you." And he
He
started
started
crying.
crying.
He started crying. He was, I love you too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your list will change, Bob. Let me
oh,
tell you right now. It's
that
gonna
was so
change.
I'm
funny.
gonna have to watch it again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Hey, come on. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
I got one more quick one.
Mhm.
Okay.
This may be really hard though for y'all.
It's a wrap up.
Maybe hard. Yeah, I don't know if anybody we can make wrap it up with this one, but I feel like this one may be hard for Ryan especially. I know what my pick is gonna be. One gotta go. Daddy cinnamon rolls, Mama's dump cake,
Man.
Ooh,
Aunt Kathy's banana pudding,
ooh.
or Grandma's Watergate salad.
Oh, I already know.
That's
Watergate.
easy.
I know for
Watergate is
me,
going.
it's the Watergate salad that's
Watergate
out of
is
here.
going.
But for Ryan, I want to hear
That's hard
Ryan's
for Ryan.
choice.
That's
No, it's
really
I want to
hard.
not.
hear
It's
Ryan's
not. It's
because
not.
Ryan,
I'm gonna do it.
Ryan,
No, it's not. I'm gonna tell you why it's not. It'll be Aunt Kathy's banana pudding, and the reason why, and this is why. This is
Ooh.
no. I'm just saying. This is why. Now I would put Daddy cinnamon rolls up there because he makes them every 20 years, you know. But at least I
No, I
can.
don't. It's the
Listen,
flavor.
but
Yeah.
no, no,
wait,
no.
are you saying that
But
the
listen, listen.
Watergate salad is better than Aunt Kathy's banana pudding?
I don't think so. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I feel like I still have somewhat access to it in a roundabout way. I suppose I could maybe possibly still get some Watergate salad, but Aunt Kathy's in a whole different state. My father and my mother, we're all in the same state, you know, and so it just it's by process of elimination, right? And so I mean, I wouldn't say, I mean, you know, if this as far as the dishes go, like if you're talking about just flavor, the Watergate salad would go. It would go.
Mm.
That would be, but in real life terms, I'm saying the banana pudding because I don't have access to it. I don't go up to the Midwest for holidays. I haven't been up there in a long, I mean, I don't know how many years now.
Here's a quick story for you. Me and your mama went to a party last weekend, right? You know, bunch of folks out there, man, bunch of folks. So all the kind of food you want, they had it there. And they come out with these little dessert cups of banana pudding.
Mhm.
And they had the little cookies. Now, your Aunt Kathy puts these big cookies, on top of hers. But they had the little tiny ones on top of their little things. I said, this looks like Kathy. Your mom said, this looks like Kathy's banana pudding. I tasted it. Tastes just like it.
Did
I
it?
said, it's just like it. I'm like,
That's a
oh,
hard thing. That's a hard. That see, you know, if
that's
we
how
go just,
it
you know
tastes.
what, if we go on just off taste and flavor, it'd be impossible to get the banana pudding off there. The Watergate salad would have to be off because you know what, you know Matt always every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, he texts me a picture of Aunt Kathy's banana pudding, half eaten. He like the pan half eaten, and then he'll text me a picture of his bowl half eaten. Wish you were here.
Yeah. When I was in Milwaukee
Oh,
last year.
wait,
Come
wait,
on.
wait, wait,
How
wait,
much
wait,
is
wait.
it?
You did the same thing with the cinnamon rolls.
Who did the same thing? Me.
You did the same thing with the cinnamon rolls. Text me, wish you were here. Big old bite out of the cinnamon roll. I'm like,
I guess
you could have sent me one.
I guess Matt and I are family. I guess we got the same
Y'all do the
mindset.
same stuff.
Hey, let me tell you something. My cinnamon roll is better than Cinnabon.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
Camille, y'all's cousin, tries to duplicate it and she can't do it.
I don't know, Pop.
I mean,
Hey,
I hear that she
listen,
close though.
I
I
had
hear that
Camille
she's
sit. I ain't
Can't
never
do it.
said. I ain't say nothing because I didn't want to start that war. But
Oh, come on. She can't do it.
they close, Pop. They real.
Yeah,
Camille.
they close.
Yeah,
They
I feel
close,
like
but they ain't the real deal,
I
right?
couldn't tell the difference. I went over there not too long ago and she had some. I'm like, did my daddy make these? She said, no, I
It's
made them.
like
I'm like,
it's like
dog.
getting a generic Oreo. Can't get a generic Oreo
I don't
cookie,
know.
man.
I don't know.
Come on now.
I mean, you taught her how to
Oh,
make them. Now she
I
making them
thought I
like
meant.
how you know. I don't know. I'm just being objective. I don't know how to make them. You ain't
All
teach
right,
me.
I tell you what. Here's the deal. If Bobby shows up in Houston this year, or if I go to San Diego this year, I'm gonna make a batch.
I feel
I'll
like they
make
would be perfect for
Don't
Christmas or
let me tell
something.
Layla. She gonna get excited about
Yeah.
that.
I'll make a
How,
batch.
how about y'all both? You and Camille make a batch during Thanksgiving, and we can y'all do the whole cook off, and then have everybody test it and see who.
Oh yeah, hey, come on now.
I'm
That's
just,
Cinnamon
easy.
I'm just
roll,
saying.
cook
Easy
off,
can of
take off.
easy can of corn.
Because then that way it'll give you a reason to make them, and then when Camille makes them, it'll make it. Because whenever she makes them for me, Cedric eats them.
Well, hey man,
So
I
that's the only issue right there. So
yeah,
Cedric will
I,
always eat them. So
I gave her the recipe, but I didn't give her everything.
well,
Let me put it
okay.
that way.
So we got a reason.
Something
We got a
missing.
reason to line it up.
There you go. All right.
Well, so it's clear that
Yes.
everybody looking forward to the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
So
let's see what
absolutely.
happens.
and the Watergate salad got to go, I guess, from everybody.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
It's
still
Just want,
delicious though,
I
man.
just want to hear you say that it wasn't the best because, like, to me, it's nothing but whipped cream and marshmallows
And,
Hey,
for
it's
the
and
whipped
most part,
cream
pineapple and
and,
pistachio,
and a
son.
little bit of pistachios in it. I'm like,
and
Pineapple.
what
jello.
is this? Get it out of here, man.
Man, it's delicious. It's deliciousness, man. It's like, it's like a dessert souffle. It's like how Justin makes his food, but like in Jello sort of marshmallow. You ever see Justin make food like that, but a
Been
dessert?
doing that since he was little. When
Justin will take
What?
egg and
he been
Oh, just mix it
Justin.
together?
just
Listen,
mixing
I've
and putting
seen
it in the microwave.
Justin will get a bowl full of kale, crack some eggs, microwave the eggs, put hot sauce on it, and then get carrots on the side, and then put some chicken in the air fryer and have a meal. So
Hey, man,
it's kind of like that, but a dessert.
stop hating.
Yeah, I gotta go.
And with that, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. Appreciate you all. Have a great night.
All right, yeah, have a
Walk
good
around,
night.
type.
All right, man. See y'all.
Peace.